blends me all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. Set. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joint.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Go ahead, 53 is the mark. Here we go, going to 53. Check 43. Shoot. Here we go, kill. 47. Ball shot. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Go to 54.
Check 49.
Check 26. Slam. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Levante David in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Go. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here you go, 48.
Bound to lose one.
Now Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Greer, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Greer, he finds his target. It's Evans. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Operating in the red zone now, Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Watch the slant. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Again, McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day, baby, all day.
Now Greer on third and goal. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still go. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Prescott from the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Kill. Out. Under 10. That's right.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Elliott running right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here go 46. 58,
come on. 58.
26.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know that. Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd down, here's Greer. He completes it to Evans. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Panther 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Prescott. And this one complete to Smith. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1st down, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd and 10, Greer. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's go now. 50, plant. X3. 218, chop.
They fake the handoff, now Greer. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We're going to 54.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
61, matchbox, lights. Snap.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Shoot.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for O.J. Howard. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, it's Greer. And this is caught by Evans. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and makes it hard to defend.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Greer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Here we go, let's bring it. Look, squeeze. Begin.
3rd and long. Here's Greer. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Count. 27. Tighten up. He's on 2. Check. Bomber. Put it 2. Check. Bomber. 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the screen. Hey, team 6. Watch the screen. 555. Ready?
Back to throw, Greer. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Greer now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Greer to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Look at me. Go. Now.
Off play action, Greer. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Greer now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Greer to throw it. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. 18 Gator. Hey, Alpha. Get that quarterback team.
On 1st and 10, Greer. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get... Seven there, but it brings up 4th.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From midfield now on second down. Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K'Wan Short, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. Let's get that home. Ready, ready.
Play action. It's Greer. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. He still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go. 60 or protein spill. Get in the way now.
They fake the handoff. Now Greer. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, Charlie.
3rd and 2, Greer. And this is caught. He hits more. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards and a Panther first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Greer. He completes it to Evans. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
I'm going back to you.
Now Greer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, kill. Line 55.
Hey, tight that.
They go to Elliott again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 55. We're going to 54.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.